Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Labour Party leader, and currently the Prime Minister of the UK, has been taking all kinds of heat. He was already in a weakened state due to, I don't know, inability to lead. His Chief of Staff, Morgan McSweeney, has now resigned to take some of the heat for appointing somebody like Peter Mendelson. And then this is also bleeding out, obviously, into the royal family with Andrew Windsor, stripped of titles, former Prince Andrew, who has a sordid and very thorough history in the Epstein files. Why was this interesting on the global stage?
Yeah, I mean, I think you covered a lot of the waterfront there, Garrett. But it seems like, Keir Starmer is somebody that picked Mendelson to go to the U.S. to begin with as an ambassador. And I imagine that's like pretty much the most important relationship that the UK has. I mean, there's always still that close cooperation we have with them really in foreign policy and intel sharing, et cetera, right? So it's a sensitive position. And it's embarrassing that he picked this guy who apparently has had past ethical scandals. So this isn't like, he's got a bit of a checkered past. To put him in that sensitive role reflects poorly on the prime minister. I think that's what he's getting criticism for, is like, why did you pick this guy to begin with? And now they're talking about that they're going to release all the correspondence between Mendelson and Whitehall. And, the concern they have there too is there's probably stuff that is less than flattering in terms of their discussions about the Trump administration, which could only make things probably worse for the relationship, which is not always great between the UK and Washington right now. Additionally, I'll bring it into defense tech of Mendelson had this consulting company, and apparently Palantir is one of his clients, and he was able to direct a non-competitive bid to them for 240 million pounds to the MOD. So that's being reviewed. So, it's quite the scandal. And I think one of the things that has come out of the investigation on Epstein is that he was giving him, at least in 2008 during the financial crisis, a lot of insight and insider information on how the UK was dealing with that, right? That's the sort of thing that would be valuable. I imagine a lot of what's going on is trying to curry favor, but, Epstein potentially could have made a lot of money off of that. He probably could have, used that information for other people in his network. There seemed to be a lot of influence peddling. But if he was connected to any foreign governments, I mean, there's some suggestion right now that he is at least trying to get close to Putin if he wasn't, directly working for the Russians. Information coming directly from a high-level labor minister, that is being shared with Epstein that wound up in Moscow. While maybe not directly treason, if he had handed it directly to the Russians, I think that would certainly look like espionage, right?